Hello and welcome to episode 22 of Behind the Curtain. I'm Medhi Amini, CEO of United Legacy. And today we're going to explore the intricacies of the U.S. economy as it stands and what we can expect moving forward in 2024. After a year that outperformed expectations with a robust 2.8% growth, the upcoming forecast suggests a shift towards a more tempered economic environment. We'll examine the factors driving the slowdown, so let's dive in and dissect these complex dynamics together. Let's start with inflation. Currently, the annual inflation rate in the US stands at approximately 4.2%, a significant drop from the 7% peak in 2022. However, this still affects everyday life. Groceries have risen by 10% over the past year, and energy prices are up 15%. This means more and more of our hard-earned money is going towards essentials, squeezing family budgets nationwide. Next, we have interest rates. The Federal Reserve recently raised its benchmark rate to 5.25%, the highest level since 2007. Mortgage rates have also climbed, with the average 30-year fixed rate now at 6.5%, compared to just 3% 2 years ago. This makes borrowing more expensive, impacting everything from buying homes to financing businesses. Our labor market remains robust with the unemployment rate at a low 3.8%, close to pre-pandemic levels. However, despite a 4.5% increase in average hourly earnings year over year, real wages have declined due to inflation. This means that while more people are working, their purchasing power hasn't kept pace with rising costs. The housing market is another critical area. Median home prices have surged by 20% since 2021, reaching $450,000 in many urban areas. Housing affordability is at its lowest level in over a decade, with many families spending more than 30% of their income on housing. This creates significant barriers for first-time home buyers and renters alike. Supply chain issues continue to affect various industries. The average delay for shipping containers from Asia to the US West Coast is now 15 days, down from a peak of 30 days in 2021. Despite some improvement, retailers report inventory levels 20% below pre-pandemic averages, leading to product shortages and higher prices. Consumer debt is rising. Americans now hold over $1 trillion in credit card debt, with an average interest rate at 19.5%. Student loans added another layer, with total debt reaching $1.7 trillion and the average borrower owing $37,000. These debt levels can limit financial freedom and future opportunities. Income inequality remains a pressing issue. The top 10% of households own 70% of the nation's wealth, while the bottom 50% own just 2%. The poverty rate is 11.4%, affecting around 37 million Americans. This disparity impacts social mobility and economic stability. Healthcare costs continue to rise. The average annual premium for family health insurance is $22,000 a year, up 5% from last year. Additionally, over 23 million Americans have significant medical debt, averaging $4,000 in medical debt. These costs can lead to financial distress and limit access to necessary care. Our national debt has surpassed $31 trillion, with a debt to GDP ratio of 128%. The federal budget deficit for the year 2023 was $1.4 trillion, up from $900 billion in 2022. This growing debt burden raises concerns about future economic stability and fiscal responsibility. Finally, technology and automation are transforming our economy. It's estimated that automation could displace up to 25 million jobs by 2030. However, these advancements also drive productivity gains, averaging a 2.5% annual increase over the past 5 years, balancing job displacement with new opportunities, crucial for our future. Thank you for joining me today on Behind the Curtain as we navigate through the economic outlook for 2024. It's been a pleasure sharing insights on the potential challenges and decisions that lie ahead for both policymakers and business leaders. I hope this discussion has provided you with a deeper understanding of the strategies and economic forces that will shape our future. Be sure to subscribe and join us for the next episode, where we'll continue to explore the underlying drivers of today's most critical economic issues. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, knowledge is the key to navigating these complex times.